The court finds no reason to delay its verdict any longer. Nick, we have to do something! Quick! Talk! That'll solve everything. I know, but what exactly can we say? Here in this world, our sense of logic is completely useless. Gavel cam!
This court is ready to hand down its verdict for the case of Espella Cantabella.
Already?
Hold it.
Layton! Oh my god, Layton, yay!
Your Honor, I request that the court hold its verdict a moment longer.
And Luke!
What is the meaning of this intrusion?
I have something I believe will be of use to the defense. A weapon of sorts.
Is it a sword? Because honestly, I need a sword. Everyone else has swords. I was never told I could bring mine.
That's the Grand Grimoire. All of this world's magic is contained within its pages.
Well, that's kind of useful.
Without it, this trial cannot reach a satisfactory conclusion.
Is it anything like the book in Ni no Kuni? Because that's a pretty useful book. I've got it over there, actually, on the shelf.
The Grand Grimoire.
The OK Grimoire. He said the wrong thing. Layton said the wrong thing. It wasn't me for once this time. Where'd Maya go? We meet again, Mr. Wright. Well now, it seems things are already afoot here. Although the real contest begins now. Are you fully prepared? So, are you here to help us?
Of course! The Professor always helps people in trouble!
Oh, I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get to use my Luke voice in this recording session.
It's the duty of every gentleman, right, Professor?
Professor. There is a saying that I find quite useful in situations such as this. There is a time for words and a time for action. Right. You've been working as a baker in this town up until now, have you not? I must say I'm a little mystified. I'd expected you to be more familiar with this world and its system of magic. Yeah, how can I put this? I guess that's not quite the full story. Is that so? I kind of had an epiphany just now. I remembered all sorts of things. Like how I'm not actually a baker. And well, how magic can't really exist. And how everyone uses ellipses so goddamn much. Then it would seem I was correct about you, Mr. Wright. You are not, in fact, a citizen of this town. Is that correct? Right, at least it seems that way. However, for now, we have no option but to accept this world and its rules as reality. Without first understanding those rules, I'm afraid you will not be able to save Miss Cantabella. But things like magic only exist in fairy tales and make-believe. I'm afraid, Mr. Wright, it would seem magic does in fact exist in this world. Such a truth cannot be denied. Ellipses! Indeed, that is why the Grand Grimoire is a weapon well suited for this witch trial. At the moment, you are tantamount to a knight without a sword. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Everyone else has got freaking swords. I was never told that I was allowed weapons in this courtroom. See? He's got one. There's also Nightle over there that's got one as well. I feel more like an attorney with a chance, actually. Oh my god, as Layton just left. He's just like, there's your Grimoire, I'm off. I'll go wait in the car, shall I?
Right then, Mr. Wright! I'll explain how the Grand Grimoire works! Yay!
Alright, how does the Grand Grimoire work? Oh, I have a new button!
Oh my god, I'm so happy! Have a look at the touchscreen! There you'll see the Grand Grimoire button! Yeah!
Okay, Grimoire button. Igna's Inferno spell summons a circle of flame within a 1 meter radius of the caster. Requires an incantation and scepter to cast. Oh my god, so like I guess we've got more spells. I guess that's the only spell we've got at the moment, maybe. I can't turn pages or anything. So I'm going to assume that is the only spell we've got at the moment. Luke, tell me stuff.
Touch the Grand Grimoire button will open the Grand Grimoire! Professor?
You'll be able to present spells from the Grand Grimoire much the same way you will present evidence. This book will surely be a most important asset for us in the trial. For us? Oh my god, does that mean you're staying here and helping me?
Oh, that reminds me! I've got a hidden bookmark spelling names for you! Yay! Ignace! I can see that. I can see that, Luke. Well done. Ignace, that's a magic spell all the witnesses said they heard, right? Nick, you should take a look at that spell.
All I have to do is touch the Grand Grimoire button there, huh? The defender's given more than enough time. It would seem this trial's reached its end.
Well, I'm pretty sure we all see this, the huge conclusion. The huge contradiction in this whole thing.
Is that understood, Sir Apprentice Baker? This case is quite straightforward, with very little room for doubt. The witness's testimony, coupled with the illustration of the time of the murder, makes it quite clear what must have occurred. This murder was a result of magic. And furthermore, the caster of said magic was none other than the accused. That, Sir Apprentice Baker, is the truth. Best you go back to baking, for I believe your days in the courtroom have crumbled.
He needs an evil laugh. Is everything okay, Mr. Wright?
Yes.
It would seem the photographs do not exist in this world.
Photos don't exist?
I guess that makes sense, the old time period and all. The sketch drawn by the court illustrator. Therein lies your final chance, Mr. Wright. The final chance. I understand the witnesses have already finished their testimony, however, if you could find a clear contradiction within this illustration.
There's another contradiction. In that case, there's still hope that I can turn this around.
Mr. Wright, you have to hurry! Look! The judge! Oh my god, Luke! Oh my god, Luke, what is wrong with you? Luke, do you need to pee? Is that the problem? Do you need to go to the toilet? Do you need a bathroom break? I'm just gonna let him dance for a while. Screw this. Oh no! Oh dear God. Whatever. He's That is the most ominous judge I've ever freaking seen. He looks ready to deliver his verdict any second now.
This is it. This is my last chance. What should I do?
Let's give up. That's always the way. No.
Hold it!
Hold it! 1 second, Your Honour. The defence requests permission to have another look at the court illustration. I think there might be a contradiction in there.
Objection!
Objection! I don't.
Objection, I do.
Objection! I don't.
Objection, I do.
You're already out of time. All testimony and evidence given to the star is proven to be accurate.
Objection!
It's not been proven to be accurate, it's just not been disproven to be inaccurate. There's a difference.
I won't be so sure, Inquisitor Barnum.
Ellipses.
There's just one thing you've overlooked. A piece of evidence within this book. The Grand Grimoire! Oh my god! Absurd! I overlooked something. You are the defender here. You should have examined the tome earlier.
I didn't have the freaking book earlier, thank you very much.
You're right, I should have. But unfortunately, I was nothing but a simple beggar until just now. I have now evolved into my final form. Interesting. You've certainly begun to show our true colours, Sir Blue Knight. Let us see what type of knight you truly are. Have at you.
Again, I don't have a sword. I'll remind you of this every time you freaking draw your sword.
The defender will now show us a supposed contradiction. The court's illustration of the Grand Grimoire. Somewhere there's a contradiction between these two, and I've got to find it. This is my last chance. The defender uses magnifying glass. Okie doke.
Which hand do I want to point at? Because the contradiction is the fact that she's not holding a scepter. Yeah. Requires an incantation and scepter to cast. So does it matter? Yeah, I get the fact I've got to point at a hand. Does it matter which hand? Well, just for the sake of argument, let's do that one. Take that. Oh, got it! Got it! Got it? What's that? That's a new one. You can't use got it. You can't just add more. It's take that. Whatever. Whatever, game. I'll Changing the rules in the halfway through is just not on. The contradiction is right here. The hand of the accused! She seems to be holding a lantern! What is your point? According to this tome, using the spell Ignaze requires the use of Witch's Scepter as well as incantations, that's right. Correct. For witches to use magic, they must also be in possession of a Witch's Scepter, also known as the Talia Magica. Modica Magica? Oh my god. Boom! If that's the case, then there's one thing that doesn't add up. And I'm surprised that he's not got it yet. Take another look at Mr. Cantabella's hands. Tell me, you see the Witch's Scepter in either of her hands? Oh my god, they've only just noticed. Wow, these people are just as stupid as the people in a normal Phoenix Wright courtroom. Well then. There we go, let's see you pointing that sword at me now. You did it, Mr. Wright! Now wasn't that contradiction just a little too obvious? Ellipses. You may be right, Luke. Hey! It would suddenly appear that the good Inquisitor is taking this particular oversight rather too well. That is correct, Sir Apprentice Baker, but you should not underestimate me. I still have an evil laugh going on. This is perhaps your first time seeing this item, is it not? Right here is the very scepter you mentioned. One of the witnesses found it tossed in the shrubbery on the side of the path. Oh yes, indeed, that was I located it. My feet found themselves ensnared in the plastic thing and it sent me flying through the air. Wait, what? Somehow I'm not surprised to hear you fell, Gramps. This scepter does seem to carry a most sinister air. Indeed, my lord. However, this scepter will only work well in the hands of a witch, while the incantation being said aloud. Oh, that's too bad. I always try lighting some stuff on fire. Well, you never know, you might be a witch. I think we should give the scepter to Maya and see if she can activate any magic spells. I think that's what we should do right now. Please don't look at me when you say that. You see, there are two magic gems set to the scepter. Sudden zoom. Magic gems. Looks like a red gem and a white gem. Oh wow, Phoenix, you know colours. Well done. I think. All right. Round of applause for Phoenix. Wow. Round of applause for Phoenix for knowing red and white. Those are two very difficult colours to get. I think of all the colours, those are the two most difficult colours. Well done, Phoenix. These gems each contain a particular magic spell. By taking a look at these magic gems, one can easily determine which magic spell can be used. Nick, quick, look at this page. Okay. I guess that is red then. Right? Right? Red? Is that the red magic gem? Indeed, the red gem you see here is the spell Ignaze, and if you look carefully, you should notice that the scepter also has one more spell that can be used. And what spell could that be? Mr. Wright, I found it! Here's the spell for the white magic gem! Dimir, the vanishing spell, causes anything the cast touches to vanish from sight. Simply chant Amir to make it reappear. Okay. Sure. Right. Yeah, alright, yeah, okay, I'll go along with that for now. I don't seem to have access to the court illustration. I was wondering what else she was touching. Wait, does that count her clothes? How would that work? Like, if you know, obviously you're wearing clothes, and then you say Dimir, would everything, like, how much stuff would actually vanish? I always worry a bit too much about the logistics of spells like this, you know, because you know you get Dimir wrong, then it's, you know, it could go very badly, is what I'm saying. Cause anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. Ugh. I see you managed to work it out in that crusty head of yours. It can't be. The reason the witch's spell couldn't be seen is because it had the magic spell Dimir made it disappear. Super bang! That's right, in other words. The
The accused conjured a cowardly spell to camouflage her own use of magic. And then set someone on fire. That's really stealthy use of magic there. No way! But she didn't have a free hand. How could she have the staff when she has got a lance in one hand and a freaking milk pail in the other? Order, order, order! Inquisitor Barnum, please submit the substitute of evidence. Okay. Wait, what? Hold on, please. Is there a problem, Sir Baker? I understand it's a witch's scepter. However, whether or not the scepter was in Miss Canterbury's possession has not yet been proven. What are you talking about, Sir Apprentice Baker? Isn't obvious? I'm talking about fingerprints. You really think they'll be technologically advanced enough to understand fingerprints? I don't think that's going to be the case. Supposing Miss Canterbury did in fact handle this witch's scepter, then her fingerprints must still be on it. Ellipses. Ellipses. Confused ellipses. Impatient ellipses? What's with this silence? You said fingerprints? Inquisitor Barnum, tell me, what is this Baker blabbering about? Yeah, they don't know what fingerprints are. I have the slightest clue, my lord. This is the Baker's first time in court, after all. Huh? I'm afraid it's no use, Mr. Wright. In this world, it would seem the concept of fingerprinting does not yet exist. Oh, but I've won so many trials that way! Ah, I can't believe it. As I've said already, best you head back to the bakery lest you continue to serve this court more of your half-baked ideas. Half-baked ideas? Half-baked? Because Phoenix Wright's a baker! Okay, maybe not. They're about as half-baked as your terrible puns, Barnum. Forensic science does not exist here. Instead, this is a world in which witches and magic are sensitive facts. Truly fascinating. Oh, well, I'm glad you're fascinated, Layton. I'm glad you're fascinated. Wow, that's wonderful. I'm so glad that you're fascinated. Okay. No! No, it's not okay! It's not okay! It's not okay!